Hello everybody and welcome to today's special edition live stream at IAE 2952. Wow, the comment section is packed already. I've, during the kind of startup there, been trying to read in on that. Hopefully all the audio is working. Had a little bit of an XSplit issue getting started here, so if stuff's getting wonky, let me know. So, let's see. Trying to just get back a little bit here to the... I gotta like move things, but not. Hold on. Okay, I think this will work. All right. I mean, wow, it's popping in here. Now, in the comments, I did post the Discord link to the finalists for the Odyssey. I do want to cover real quick for those that weren't familiar and never actually went to the website to go read the details of the giveaway. Each month I picked 10 names as finalists for the drawing. For the month of November, there are 10 names selected from the videos that have come out so far, but if you didn't make the cut, don't worry, because there are 5 more giveaway slots for the comments section today in the live stream. We're doing 15 for this month because, hey, we broke 15K, and I gotta say thank you to everybody who mashed that subscribe button, because 1, the channel's nothing without you guys, but 2, I mean, we were like 18 away when I posted a thing like, I don't know if we're gonna make it, guys. It's on the verge and we're just crawling it up, and we're almost at 15 and a half. You guys have been fantastic, so from the bottom of my heart, thank you. It means a lot. But today isn't just about the Odyssey. Okay, it is, but who are we kidding? Back in, gosh, was it August? Was the 11th birthday for Leadnap Gaming as a YouTube channel. Now we've only been covering Star Citizen for like 4 or 5 years now, but the channel's been around for a long time. So to celebrate that, we've got 2 P6 sniper rifles to be giving away. Lead rifle, you get it. We also have a return. Bring the graphic up here. Let's see if this works. Like I said, we were having a little bit of... Really? You're not going to do this? Come on. Well, there's Lead's Legion. We'll plug that in a moment, but there it is. Okay. The Lead Paint Club's coming back. We got 4 paints to give away today. Some of these we're going to give away in the traditional fashion. Others of these we're just going to kind of pick as runner-up gifts for various people. So, yes, Tanuki, you get an Odyssey. You get an Odyssey. God, I wish I had that kind of money. Because if I did... Look, if I would have won that big lotto prize, I wouldn't have said anything, but there might have been signs like everybody gets an Odyssey. Thank you, Matt. All right, let's get this back to... Unfortunately, my setup's a little different than it used to be, so you guys kind of got to bear with me as I work through that. Also, ahead of time, we are needing to do... I don't usually run in this game, but I will run for you. In order to kind of go do some of the things we were going to do, we just need to do a little quick shopping first. Yeah, hey, you know, if you guys want to buy me lotto tickets so I can win the lotto, I mean, if I'm honest with you, you might as well just buy it yourself. And then if you win the lotto, you could, you know, just shoot me a check to buy everybody an Odyssey. I don't know. All right, it took me a minute. I haven't bought clothes in a hot minute. So yeah, unfortunately, Nicola, no, just casual, you know, no casual wins, unfortunately. So I kind of want to put my baller suit back, but they were using it in the IAE videos, and now I'm kind of skeptical about walking around like that. I'm also not sure that this buy thing is actually working. Nope. This is why I like turn... Oh. Oh, man. That would happen, right? That would happen. This is revenge. I tell you, for that intro I did. If you guys have been watching the, you know what, Rig It In? We're coming to you, buddy. This is revenge for the video I did about that I started with the 30K error. CAG knew we were doing this morning. I'm convinced. So, Alex, to answer your question on here, I'm not streaming on Twitch. So it looks like CIG's in the house, so we'll go ahead and just award them the, I'm kidding. This is how, yeah. I mean, I've been suffering from the you can't get out of bed bug. Like, I've gotten all the way to the train only to be teleported back to the bed. So... give away a prize every time you 30K. Alright, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. Clint, it's a 15K, 30K. I love it. Alright, just a reminder, if you aren't, which since most of you are here, I'm at such an ungodly hour in the morning. I know it's not actually that early, I just hate mornings. We'll just lay in bed a minute and let the server catch up. Do you remember this? Really just for the grand prize, because the others I promise you I'm not going to check. You do got to be subscribed to the channel, and I have to be able to find you in the subscriber list that YouTube gives me, so keep that in mind. It is a live pulled list, so you know, if you hit that button right now and subscribe, you will show up in the list when I go looking. Anyways, let's go ahead and FTF Rashid, you are our first, I gotta write this down, finalist for the Odyssey this morning. So there's still 4 more, nobody panic. And we gotta move a little bit with a purpose today because Little Led has a hockey practice later this morning that, you know, I need to actually be there for. So, yeah, I'm realizing, Rig It In, that you're on the Euro server once German was popping up in the chat when I rolled in. It's alright. Ich spreche kleine Deutsch. Every time. Good luck with that, homie. I love when people don't pay attention and they just... Dude. Personal space. That's more like it. Go teleporty. Yeah, could we... There we go. It's a quality sign right there. So Theo asks what my favorite ship is. Honestly, the Polaris is the one I'm hankering for. So you can imagine how happy I've been with, you know, it bouncing on and off the road map there. All right, let's head our way over to the Commons, I guess. Yeah, DD, don't worry. That accent's a brewing. Knuftier, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, is asking what do you have to do to enter? Well, you're here, so be subscribed. I'm still got 4 more finalists to pick, but don't worry, because also being here, all of the other prizes I had mentioned at the beginning there, the Lead Paint Club, the birthday celebration giveaway stuff, all of that is literally you just got to be here. So everybody that's listening to this right now, great news. You're doing what you got to do. Jazzy's asking what else. We've got some Lead Paint Club paint giveaways. We got 2 sniper rifles to give away. Not much, but they're just a little something to spice up your day. And, you know, make it so some of you guys in the comments can't be like, I never win anything. Well, maybe you'll win a 400i paint. But I don't have a 400i! I mean... Yeah, I mean, I have always loved the Polaris. And it's interesting to me because as I was thinking about this yesterday, the Polaris is the original, it's the OG wedge ship. Right? And then I've got the Perseus, which I'm really excited about. And everybody obviously saw the Galaxy thing. And, you know, I think there was a little misconception from people on what I was saying. Like, the Galaxy is an amazing ship. The problem I have with it is just, if you own any number of other ships, it's not worth having. But that's, you know, and as it gets those future manufacturing modules that the other ships have been said to get to, you know, that calculus will change a little bit, but it also won't. The Carrack is still going to be better. The Carrack's in a class above it, though, and that's something else to consider, right? It's like, well, the hangar on my Odyssey, you know, holds this small ship, right, and my Javelin, you know, you don't expect the Javelin to compete. And we should keep in mind the Carrack is better, but if you own a Carrack, why own a Galaxy? But, you know, at the same time, what I will mention in that vein that I think is worth recognizing is I also believe that I should not lose my train of thought. This is why I need more coffee. Which, you know, while we wait for this elevator door to close, is going to be a perfect plug for Led's Legion. If you want to support the channel, your financial contributions through Patreon, Led's Legion, we've got a couple of the members here. I'd always appreciate it. It's how I fund most of these giveaways. It also pays for all sorts of things like the music licensing, website hosting, the software I use, things like that. So, yeah, that's the plug for that. All right, let's get back to this and let's get on an elevator that works. The server's doing so well today. So Puppet Master, yeah, look at that. All right, Ned Kelly, guess what? Following the trend we're rolling with, you also are a finalist. I'm gonna make sure I spell your name right here. I'm telling y'all right now, this is entirely because I promise you CIG is watching this. And just knows. We'll just give this a second. Oh, don't worry, Diminos. We are going to hat trick a 30K. It's going to happen. I'm not going to lie. I have not had a 30K in like a month. So I guess in some ways I deserved this. But... Oh, Brain Freeze, don't worry. I got 3 more to go. And, you know, Kyle, you're not wrong. If you guys want to start a drinking game, we'll make this interesting. You can go coffee or alcohol. We're going to try this one more time. If I have to restart this thing, I'm going to be livid. Yep. Alright, so I know the Be Right Back screen's up, but don't worry about that. We're actually not going anywhere. Do I want to exit the game? Yes. So we got a problem. We're going to see if this works, but it probably isn't. We'll know in a moment. Come on. Back to actually... Oh. Oh. Wait for it. Thanks, Phaedrus. That makes me feel better. So, kind of the funny thing way about this, right, is this is the first time I was about to tell y'all we're gonna have a slight problem streaming this game because Easy Anti-Cheat hates XSplit Broadcaster, and historically I have to run the game and then load all of my streaming software in order to stream or record, which is a really obnoxious problem. So the fact that it let us through today is big, because I was about to tell y'all it's going to be tricky streaming Star Citizen because I would have to end the stream. So, where was I? Ah, yes. So we're coming back in. At some point we'll get in the verse. Guess I can let you guys see again. Yeah, I know. Easy Anti-Cheat hates all sorts of... God, I can't talk today. All sorts of things. Will we get to the convention hall today? That is the question. Oh, don't worry. I promise you. I couldn't say for sure, right? Because at the end of the day, I've criticized CIG where criticism was due. You know, I've given them great praise where praise was due. I mean, even if you look at my... I didn't say don't buy the Galaxy. I said, look, you know, if you have other ships, think about how this fits in your fleet. Think about what role it plays before you board the hype train. So, you know, those are very fair things. So I don't really feel like CIG's got a vendetta against me, but at the same time, it does make me feel better knowing that Rigaden also got booted there. Because if he was still in game, I would have been like, you know what? It's personal. Brain freeze, don't worry. We still got a little bit. Yeah, tequila, that's right, man. That's that's one hell of an IAE party. Actually, I couldn't because I had to wake up early to do this live stream. So last night,
Capsule
I was
now
like,
approaching
don't
station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
go overboard. Yes, Matt, that is true. All right, so you know what? We're going to get things livened up here a little bit. This is going to be for the Hornet Timberline paint.
Careful, doors are now closing.
As part of the Lead Paint Club. Which you can't see well because it's all blue in here. There we go. Let's go with, and just again, this is just to harken back to the classics, best movie quotes with lead inserted. And go. Yeah, I know, right, John? It's a little awkward when you're coming to the server and you're like, there's carts in the middle of the hall, there's beds in the middle of the hall. So Dominus, if you're asking how to get into the Lead Paint Club here, you just got to come up with a great movie quote and changing one of the words out for lead that makes it funny. Funniest one wins, as judged by me. As far as the Odyssey giveaway, the finalists have been selected. We still have 3 more finalists to pick, and then I'll draw them out, and that's how they win. Thank you, Mark. The Lead Vengers. Yeah, I like that. Oh, come on, guys. It's early. The Lead and the Furious. Quotes, not titles. I mean, you can do titles, too. But quotes always tend to do better. We're not doing this again. Come on. Oh, I'm clicking Expo Lobby. Never met her. Ah, Fred, I like that. I like that. I like the Pulp Fiction one there. Good one, Racing. Sorry, you know, that's a good point. The high ground is important, but so is the lead. So, this is going to be funny. Jazzy, I gotta kind of, I'm giving it to you, and this is on a technicality. I gotta write this down, though, before you fall off my screen. I only say that because there's this long-standing joke, if you will, about my name and pronunciation. So, Jazzy, congratulations on joining the Lead Paint Club. Get with me on Discord after this, and we'll get that sorted out for that Timberline paint for the Hornet. Alright. So, it's RSI. Let's go stroll around. The elevator moved. That wasn't nice. You guys are still rocking these great quotes, though. Because you know runners-up exist. Alright, and right away we see the ships that really do represent what the galaxy is meant to be the next class above. Yeah, thanks for motioning that to me, my guy. We'll go downstairs and look at the hologram thing. You know, I don't remember who's presenting. Good question. Was our side the last one, and we're now getting into like the best in shows. Awesome. Good one. Hasta la lead, baby. You know, Tactical Joe, hasta la lead, baby. Just earned you that first P6 sniper rifle. You guys gotta give me a second because I gotta like write stuff down here. Oh, I'm a little out of practice on my live streaming, so I apologize. Alright, so... You know, that does not look as good as I had thought it would look, as far as the Apollos go. But let's be honest. We're here to see my baby. Oh, all the way down, please. Thank you. So yes, Fasaro, this is meant to be the like auto show, like the Detroit auto show sort of a thing. Ring it in, you've used that one before. So I do want to point this out because then I'm going to be picking a couple more names. So when we look at the galaxy, right, I want you guys to notice, look at the amount of, like, surface, like, panel lines, kind of the little details in between things. And then let's go back over to the Polaris here. And then look at the detail on the Polaris, right? I mean, that to me is an indication of kind of how far they gray boxed this bad boy. Because when you look at these hologram things, you do not usually see that level. Now, mind you, at the same time, that level all is detail that comes from the art images, and you can tell because the engines were left on. But, I mean, that's pretty sizable, right? I mean, nothing to shake a leg at. The music in this area is so loud, I apologize. I'm going to slim it down ever so slightly for you guys as well. So, yeah, I mean, I love the Galaxy. But before we talk Galaxy, Darth Pulvin, congratulations. You're in finalist number 13 for the month of November. Ah, Tara, that's a good one. Nobody does put that in the corner. So we still got 2 more finalist spots left. So, hang in there, everybody. So, you know, Fasara, you raised an interesting point, and unfortunately, I can't get up enough to see this. Like, it would have been nice if there was an elevated viewing platform. I actually like where the bridge is on the Galaxy. And in fact, I almost like it a little better if we go look at one of my other favorite ships. Yes, can't wait for this to get in the game. Yes, Viper Bite, I'd pick at random. You know, it's nice that that one's so far back, and it really does look a lot sharper, especially being more raised and pronounced like that, which to me was a huge visual selling point. The problem, though, and a critique that was given to me by Dark last year, is that the bridge then is this really prominent structure, right, on a warship. And you come over here, like, this almost makes more sense for the Perseus. It's lower from a distance. You have to kind of mentally pick it out first. And more of the ship sits on the same deck. Like, if I brought up the layout images, right, the entire habitation deck of the Galaxy is on the level with the bridge. Whereas over here, the bridge and the engineering room are all on one level, but everything else is below them. And from a space standpoint, the Perseus is probably better laid out for a compact design. But from a functionality standpoint, I think the Galaxy actually probably has a better design. And it's interesting to me because when I think about it, they're flipped. That is more how the Perseus probably should have been built, and then even put the turrets on the above and behind the bridge instead of in front. And the Perseus, to me, represents what would have made more sense as a non-combat ship, with the higher prominent visibility of the bridge, and, you know, you're less worried about taking damage in that way. So, Gary, you're here. All you got to do is be subscribed and comment, and I've still got 2 finalists, but there's plenty of other little things being given away today as well, so. You're gonna need a bigger boat. It's true. I mean, and, you know, that's, to me, the biggest downfall of the Galaxy. And, and I said this in the video, but I guess to put a little more emphasis on it, the Cat, it's a direct competitor to the Cat. And that is, to me, its greatest downfall. The Cat has way more modular sections. And like I said, I could see CIG changing it on us and saying it's not the center sections of the Caterpillar anymore, that they're in lore of the module piece, but really, if you buy the Hospital Cat, it's the whole ship and you just move the command module. That would make sense. It would give it a lot more value, and it would also restrict you from being able to do what the Carrack can do, which the Carrack is a class above both, and that is carry multiple modules and really diversify. So, you know, but Mark Wise isn't wrong. I'm glad to see them return to modularity, and I think it's a good thing. It doesn't make sense, you know, 800 years, 900 years in the future that everything would be classed down. You know, modularity seems to be kind of king. With warships, it makes a little more sense. You give up so much space to modularity. But, yep. And I do think also that the idea of individual crew quarters on anything that's not a warship is gonna be the case going forward too. Suck it, 600. So, yep. Those are those. Let's go ahead. I know this one's going to be controversial, but question. You can't throw the same one like twice. Ben Hurden, I like lead. And, wrong window. And I gotta stop it just so that I can keep it out in front of me. Has just won you a 400i Polar Paint as part of the Lead Paint Club. Oh, put the little graphic up for that too while I like this one in. Because we're almost there, guys. It's almost the time. All right. Back to you. I love lead in my vein. That's awesome. All right. I am excited, though. Like I said, I think the biggest thing that we could really start seeing is, and notice too, this is a good sign, look at the amount of detail again. And mind you, this is T leaf reading, rated C for conjecture, or T for theorizing. Put that in because some of y'all hate it when I do that. Look at the amount of like panel line detail that's been put on the Perseus. Same to the Galaxy, and then like I said, it's Polaris is still incredibly bare on the outside, along with the Apollos. And I think that is a little telling as to where things are in development. Now, at the same time, like I said, some of that is how they built the ships. The Polaris and the Apollos are art concepts that have then been required to be made into ships, while the other two were built with the shipbuilding tools and then shown to us as concepts. So it doesn't actually mean we're going to see them any faster, but I do think Polaris, Galaxy could be in the verse as soon as next year. Their functionality, I mean, like I said, the only problem would be the modularity thing, but if CIG's working on that like they said they did, then that's pretty big. Well, Ruben, I really hope they show the Polaris in ISC this week. I will lose. I will be like a kid on Christmas. The Apollos will never come. Well, the Apollos will come, and they'll probably come at the same time, if not ahead of the others. Ahead of, when I say others, Polaris, Perseus, and Galaxy. And that's just because they're smaller, but they use the new RSI design language. So in the same way that the Mantis was the initial new RSI design language forerunner, in the way that the Defender is to show us the Banu, for them to tweak the Banu language before going to the Merchantman. And it's true, you know, like the Cutter was probably actually developed ahead of time, or just quickly from the assets made to really bring a Corsair to life, which the Corsair has also been very awesome. I'm very excited about that. Yeah, my theory for Galaxy release, I'll say what I hope, and I'll say what I believe. Pyro will come out before the Galaxy, but what I think would be really cool is if the Galaxy and Pyro were able to come out at the same time. Now, with that said, I don't want CIG to sit on Pyro until the Galaxy's ready. Alright, so let's see. T-Pips. You know, it says coffee. It says coffee. But you can't buy coffee. What's up with that, CIG? Be a 30K me now? What? Quick dial. Let's get us some energy. Drink. Come on. Slam it like a man. And litter like a boss. Alright. Yeah, Jazzy, I think. actually do think that. Really? I've got the music turned way down. How about now? Can you guys hear me now? Yeah, Gary, that probably, I mean, I can see it. Bear with me, guys. Just gotta get some paperwork here. Let's rock this thing. Alright, we'll see if that's... Like, I don't want to blow out the mic, though, is the thing. Alright, just a reminder, we still have got a couple more things to give away and 2 more finalist spots. So Theo asks, what ship I recommend for ERTs? You know, I mean, honestly, the 600. I know that's not helpful. But I use my 600 for most things in the verse, because it's tanky, it's got powerful weapons. Don't worry, Ruben, I'll get to you in a moment. So, I mean, really at the same time, especially when it comes to the combat stuff, I also really like the Reliant. I've used that a lot. But what matters most is use what you know how to use. You know, I joked a couple videos back about the Freelancer Max. And I said, oh yeah, no, the Freelancer Max, no one can fly that thing. If you know how to fly it, back when missiles were godlike too, I used it. And I learned how to use it correctly. And I think really at the end of the day, that's the big one, right? Is if you know how to use a ship, it's going to be better than a quote-unquote better ship that you can't fly correctly. So, all right. Thracian, you are our 14th finalist. We have one more to go, and we'll be getting, yes, as you guys spam giveaway into the chat, we'll be giving that away shortly. But in the meantime, XX Viper Bite, congratulations. You picked up a Expanse Stardust Paint. I've always loved the Starfarer, but I will tell you guys, the ship that I've been debating on getting is actually the Reclaimer. It's always been one I've kind of always wanted, but also didn't really like. But with salvage coming, you'd think I would just get a Vulture, but I don't know. It might have value. We will see. So I was asked. Given the giveaway in a moment, guys. I was asked what my favorite part of IAE this year has been. You know, honestly, probably the cutter. Just to me, it represents such great value as that starter package. All right. It is a maze inside. It's actually funny. It's a maze inside unless you know the layout. And if you know the layout, it's actually probably one of the easiest ships to get around. Which is something I miss about the old CIG methodology, if you will. Like, it actually does make logical sense if you know the layout. But if you don't know the layout, it's super easy to get lost. And there is a kind of defensibility that comes with that, right? It's just like any FPS game, which is what this was designed as a level for, really. If you know the level, it's super easy. You know right where to go to get all the right things, but if you're new to it, you're just totally lost. Now let us sit in the captain's seat. Yep, and Grim Fandon, both just because your comment there, but also just because you're where it lands, you are going to be our final finalist for the Myst Odyssey. So at that point, guys, and like I said, I will drop it again just so you can see for the Odyssey. And yeah, Gary, 318 is, I think it'll be the December patch, is my theory, because they're going to want to sell a lot of those vultures for Christmas. So we'll get to the giveaway in just a moment, but I do want to bring up that, yeah, keep in mind there is a chance that there is another concept coming next month. Historically, there has been. So keep that in mind. With that said, a quick review and a quick mention, as I did kind of throw in the comments and is on the Discord as well. Dan, good to see you this morning. The winner of the Odyssey does have an option to change it to a full galaxy if they would like. I'm cool with that, you know. Rather you get a ship that you really want. So just keep in mind that isn't a choice to the winner. To win, you got to be subscribed to the channel. Like I said, I have to be able to find you in the subscriber log that YouTube gives me. So if you do weird things with your account to make sure, like, it's really hard to see who you're subscribed to, and you might want to turn that off for a day or two here. And sorry about the pitter-patter of my son running around upstairs. All right. I gotta, like, make the little paper things to throw in the hat here. My webcam, I was gonna do this on webcam for you guys, but it's not working at the moment. And I could change ports around, but then I'd screw up the sim pit I gotta use later. So, finish writing these up. And again, keep in mind, guys, even if you didn't get into the finalist list for the Odyssey, and I know who doesn't want to win an Odyssey, we still have a P6 sniper rifle birthday giveaway and an Ares polar paint to give away today as kind of door prizes, and thanks for everybody for tuning in. So, gotta make sure I've got everybody in here. Didn't move anything because I'm also in the middle of building a new panel, so there is crap everywhere on my desk. The winner that we have waited just short of a year to see who was going to pull it off. Well, that's impressive. And mind you guys, even when you hear this name, in fact, actually, I'm going to mark it out. I always do a runner-up. The winner will have... What's up, Verpine? The winner has a week to get in touch with me to claim this thing, in part because you actually have less than a week, unless you want to change it to the Galaxy, I guess. But just because I actually do need to put it into the hangar. I do have a runner-up, so I'm going to give you 72 hours to get in touch with me. After 72 hours, if you haven't, the runner-up gets 72 hours to claim the prize. If none of them claim it, we will redraw. Just so that you guys know. But I got to pick now the runner-up. So, we're going to plug it one last time because they paid for it. If you want to support the channel financially, it means a lot to me. Like I said, I do have to pay for music licensing, software. It's how I pay for the various giveaways, things like the Let's Paint Club, ship giveaways and stuff like that. And yes, even after this one, there will be another giveaway. you know, and pay various bills associated with it. Also, I do have just a hint, a little teaser. Members of Led's Legion this year are getting a special gift from me. It'll be a physical gift. It'll be something pretty special. Go ahead, patreon.com/Leadnap. That'll get you where you got to go. The link's in the description. The winner of the Leadnap Gaming 15,000 sub, originally 20,000 sub, Odyssey giveaway, as randomly drawn, is SD. So get in touch with me, 72 hours. If you don't, the runner-up is AJ Gibbs. And hopefully I didn't mispronounce either of your names. So congratulations to the two of you. But we still have 2 more things to give away. So let's look to the comments. Dual Avis, congratulations. You are the proud winner of an Ares Polar Paint.
What ship are you in?
I'm in freelance or Starfarer. See, just got distracted. And we're gonna have one more that's getting a sniper rifle here in a moment. Just waiting. Just waiting for it to refresh a little here. I'm also scrolling up and down, so I am choosing from the comments, Krister. So this one is, it's our final kind of door prize giveaway. It's for the 11th birthday for the channel. It's a P6 sniper rifle. I'm in the middle of a live stream, okay? I'll change the view for the final one. Thanks, Vasaro. That means a lot. Yes, I mean, hopefully you guys see you're all winners and, you know, good content. I wish I could give an Odyssey away every month or to everybody kind of a thing. But, Sniper, I hardly know her. Come on. Just trying to get to see if it's back. Oh, thank. This table has not been in here for so long. It's been such a disappointment. Thanks, Mark. All right. And then 0 as Z3R0. You are our final winner of the day for the P6 sniper rifle. So, again, and just as Theo wrote there, really, this is a fantastic community, and something that I have said in the past. I guess I'll clear the horrible plug for the for Patreon there. I would have probably stopped making YouTube videos a long time ago, but it is the interactions with you guys, the fans, that means so much and keeps me doing it. So I really appreciate you guys all being here this morning. It's been fantastic. Like I said, we're almost at 15,500. We'll be rocking a couple more giveaways. I'm going to announce another giveaway next month. It's not going to be a super long one. It's not probably going to be like an Odyssey either, but I do still have some other things to kind of give away. We've got some Spartans. Definitely going to be giving one of those away next month. So, like I said, we're going to have some more giveaways coming up here soon. The nice thing, too, is that it won't be necessarily in the same format with finalists. And there it is! CIG giving us the message. Ah. Oh, man. That couldn't be more perfect. So, again, guys, congratulations to the winners. And that would be to SD and our runner-up, AJ Gibbs. That's to Tactical Joe, to Zero, to XX Viperbite, Jazzy, Dual Abyss, and Ben Herndon. Again, if I mispronounced any of your names, I apologize. But congratulations to you guys. Congratulations and thank you to everybody who tuned in this morning and everybody who has subscribed, watched, followed the channel, and helped support it. I appreciate all of you so very much. And with that final 30K out of the way, thank you all. And I will catch you all next time.